What's up, everybody? Welcome back to finally another edition of Like Father, Like Daughter, because it's only been a month and a half since we've been on this pod because, I don't know, shit happens. I personally blame Nick because he was the last guest we had, and then he had this cousin idea. We were going to have all the cousins, and then we came up with the idea to do it on Grandpa's birthday. And then I don't even remember why we didn't do it that night.
I think he was working.
Yeah.
He was working.
So then we moved it to a Sunday. And if I'm being fully transparent, I forgot last Sunday. I was eating
Me and
dinner.
Nick were ready, though. We were ready.
I was eating dinner. All of a sudden, I had a bunch of text messages going, "Hey, we're waiting back here."
And I was actually over at the house.
Yeah, Caitlin and I were eating dinner at the kitchen table. I was
You both forgot.
We both forgot. Yeah.
I did. I was like, we'll just push it.
We need to just put them in our family calendar or something.
Right? Well, and then Nick's like, I can't do it later because I have dinner reservations.
Oh, okay, yeah,
dinner reservations. Okay, you live in the Ozarks. There ain't no fancy place where you need to get dinner reservations in the Ozarks.
Well, and I'm sorry.
Maybe he was
eating
away.
dinner at 8:30. Why are you eating dinner at 8:30?
Right? Yeah. What is that? Who eats dinner at 8:30?
That's ice cream time. Everybody knows.
Well, he clearly has no kids at home then, because by 6:30 they're already tearing the refrigerator down trying to get in there. So, well,
by 5:30 they better be fed.
That's right. That's right. Because by 8:30 I'm sick of them.
That was Walker. That was Walker tonight at like 3:30 today. He's like, I think I'm going to start making dinner. And I said, what? It is 3:30. And he's like, yeah, but like, we'll make the bacon. It'll be like 4:00 by the time we eat. Because he was making BLTs. I was like, no.
Why are you making BLTs in March? That's like a summer.
No, I love BLT dinners.
Yeah, but why would you get the tomatoes? The waxy, glassy ones that you can get at the store at this time?
They tasted delicious.
That's because
I had no problems.
That's because
exactly.
you didn't make it.
Well, I had to put my sandwich together. What made it taste the best though is I cut them into triangles.
What?
The
sandwich? I cut my
sandwich?
sandwich into triangles.
Okay, are you? Let's just throw this out here to both of you. First of all, welcome to Jess to the episode of Like Father, Like Daughter. This is for everybody that doesn't know, and I don't know why you shouldn't, because if you're watching this show, you're probably family. And we are anyways. Although, if they had an episode of like the people from Omaha, I would know half those people. So,
oh yeah.
So, Jess is Kim's daughter. Jess, welcome to Like Father, Like Daughter.
Thanks for having me.
This fancy production we got going on here.
You know what? We're renaming this episode to the Jess episode.
That's right. That's right.
Oh, yeah. The one that shows.
Right. I'm changing it right now.
I show up.
It's just it won.
Right. Exactly. The one cousin that showed up.
Every time.
Okay, so all right,
when I'm not working.
Right. Travis was on. I think we had Travis on when we were. Didn't we? Didn't Travis call in one time? We were on vacation.
On vacation,
yeah.
We did a Father's Day episode.
Yeah. That was when the Wi-Fi at the Airbnb was absolutely terrible, man. We had a terrible.
Yeah, I don't. That might have been the one I tried to watch, but it was like it was
bad.
It was bad.
Well, I almost had a panic last week because I'm using this laptop from work. I probably shouldn't say that, but for whatever reason, it wouldn't play the videos in here. And
like hypothetically, if
I was using my work if I was using my work laptop, but it wouldn't play the videos. And I was having an episode with the offensive coordinator from Iowa State University's football team, and I was panicking because I could not get this system to work. I had to pull out an old laptop and use that, and I was panicking. I finally got it logged in. Luckily, he texted me. He's like, "Hey, I'm running 10 minutes behind," and I was like, "Oh, thank God."
Is that what you use a computer too, Caitlin?
I use my Mac.
Oh, see, I'm just on my phone because that's all I got is my phone.
Yeah, lots of people use their phone, and it's usually just as good quality of cameras.
Yeah, I just was like, That's why I was like, is there some sort of homework I got to do for this? Because we were talking about a tier thing. And I was like, is there something I'm supposed to do ahead of time? Or
No, we didn't. We'll get to that. I have an idea.
A computer for this? Like,
Okay,
I'm so like, oh my
I
God.
have an opening debate.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh gosh.
Okay, because it made me think. I sparked when you called me a child for eating my sandwich in triangles. What do you think the best way to eat a sandwich is? A regular like sandwich bread sandwich, a square. Is it best to eat it whole, cut in halves, or into triangles?
Normally, if I'm cutting a sandwich, which I don't always normally cut one, but if I do the corner to corner or whatever, the triangle.
Yeah, the triangle.
Because you guys want to be fancy?
No, because
fancy is when you get the cookie cutters out and you do the.
That was when Grandma would make me Nutella sandwiches, and she would use like a little press stamp, and they'd be like these Nutella Uncrustables.
Yeah, that's
Not
she
my
was
mom.
saying something. Yeah, no.
She used to.
I don't remember that for my sandwiches either.
I used to get made fun of at school for eating chocolate sandwiches.
What are you talking about?
Grandma used to make my lunch before school sometimes, and she would make me Nutella sandwiches.
I tell you right now.
Which is chocolate hazelnut spread. She would just put Nutella and sometimes banana slices on them, and then she would use cookie cutters to cut them out. But like she knew how to do it so that the edges were crimped. It was so cool.
The edges are crimped, man. No way did that.
So there was no crust, but the edges were crimped. It was so good.
Nope.
But then I got made fun of for eating chocolate sandwiches at school. That's what all the kids said.
That just means
they're just jealous.
Right. That just
or maybe I was chubby and I just wasn't aware. I don't know. I was eating Nutella sandwiches.
Grandma
I remember
had a lot more time on her hand then.
Yeah, because I remember the sandwich bread. I don't remember eating any sandwiches, but I remember the bread, that light Italian bread. She used to always buy that.
Rotella?
I think so.
She used to always buy like Sara Lee and Wonder Bread.
Oh, like you must have been the bougie version of.
She would also get 2% milk and get us these cool sippy cups to drink from. She didn't care. She just kept sippy cups around. We loved it.
Right here. This was a staple in the house. Let me bring it up.
Is it chocolate malto meal?
It is not. Oh yeah, we ate that a lot.
I had that for breakfast a few times, and then she got me Captain Crunch.
Yeah, it's this Rotella Italian enriched bread.
Yep.
That was yeah. That's what we had all the time. We never.
I remember that.
Fancy sandwich bread. Give me a break. Wonder bread. That wasn't happening at our house. So nope.
Well, it was a different time with just me and Taylor around.
Because was that on the over on 63rd Street house? So that's
I mean, like most of my memories, I have very few memories from the big house on 63rd. I vaguely remember like the playhouse and stuff.
Yeah.
But most of my memories are from the trailer, from when they lived in the trailer.
Oh yeah. I forgot that they lived there the last. I always remember the big house the most because that's
on 63rd.
Yeah. And the one on Leech. Those are the two houses I remember the most, but
that was what I was going to ask you was which house did you
63rd for sale?
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know.
Probably.
Let's see if we can find it on Zillow.
Actually, I'm bringing up Google Earth right now, so hold on. Actually, I'm bringing up the Leech house first. Let's see if we can find this house.
Seen the
you
Leech
said,
house.
Yeah, it has your guys' grandpa's truck you like in the driveway.
Oh, yeah.
We talked, I think you guys were talking about that last time.
Hold on.
With Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did look at that. That's right. I remember that now. God, I don't even remember what the address was on 63rd Street.
Well, just go to 63rd and Google Map, kind of try to figure out where.
Okay.
Like,
yeah, I don't.
You.
Technically, it probably isn't 63rd address because that little road, whatever that was, I think that was a dead end.
I know they lived on McKinley.
Yeah, it's McKinley.
63rd Street in McKinley. Here we go.
Oh, see, that's like McKinley. When I think of McKinley, I think over, on the other side, like the south side, the main McKinley on the south side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not the west, that way.
Yeah.
I got it. Boom. Drop this little dude right here.
Drop this little dude.
Here it is. Got it.
I guess the Leach House, because I was probably like 14, 15-ish when they moved to the one on McKinley then. So maybe it was mostly just the one on Leach that I remember.
God, I'm all turned around on this map. Hold on. They've got these roads all messed up.
Oh yeah, they've done so much construction back there. Because I live kind of over by this area, and there was a train going across Park Avenue, so I couldn't get back, towards like I'm sorry. What is this? Yeah, so I couldn't get back towards McKinley, and so I tried to go back up onto Highway 60 on 63rd.
Yep.
Yeah.
And try to go the back way, and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's all these confusing roads. I don't even know how to get to McKinley.
I got it. I found it. Okay, here we go. This is
you have to use GPS to find places you used to know.
Yeah, I know. This is the house on 63rd.
What's the address?
6146 Southwest McKinley.
Look it up on Zillow.
Let's see what's selling for on Zillow. All right.
Probably $1 million.
And let's see what it's
well,
what Grandma and Grandpa sold it for.
I know what they sold.
Yeah, well, all that history is going to be on it.
Then I have to go to the Polk County Assessors. Hold on.
No, all the history's on the Zillow.
No, it's not. It's on Polk County Assessors. Trust me. I'll look on Zillow, but I'm almost sure.
Zillow at the bottom will tell you the history of
look at you.
What, like, it won't tell you who did it, but it'll tell you what the year was and how much it sold for when it got put on the market. It tells you the history.
Okay, hold on. I found it on there. All right.
Pull it up. Show us the receipts.
Hold on. The audio people that are going to watch this or that are going to listen to this are riveted right now.
I know.
Like, I'd love to be able to see. For you listening on the audio podcast, right? Look up 6146 McKinley on Zillow.
That's where we're at.
Right. So right now it estimates at $443,000.
Dang, it was 5 bedrooms. Oh, let's see the pictures because
so
I don't remember what this house looked like.
Okay, so hold on. I will tell you. Let's see, they moved in this house in 97, I think, 96. How old are you? When were you born, Caitlin? 99?
Yes.
Okay, so I think they bought it in 96. I'm almost sure Grandpa paid like $185,000 for this house.
Wow.
Was that a lot for a 5-bed, 4-bath?
It was actually really inexpensive. He bought it.
Was it brand new?
No, it was not brand new.
Oh.
No. So let's see if I can increase the size of this. Can you see this all right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's front. So there's this is all different.
That's way different.
Yeah, that's all different.
So what
it was all carpet. Like? This is different.
I don't even recognize it like the way it's decorated right there. Is that the living room? The front living room?
No, that's that living room that they built the 3-season.
The lean-to thing? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So back right here is the 3-season porch that Grandpa built. Right.
Oh. But it's not. Is it a 3-season porch still?
Yep.
Oh.
No Campbell soup up there. This kitchen was full of Campbell soup stuff. Okay,
but look how dated this kitchen is.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it looked like when they lived in it? Was it all white like this?
The cabinets were white, but it was all red. Grandma completely decorated this in Campbell soup stuff.
Oh.
So to the point where people would buy her stuff for Christmas, Campbell soup, and she was fucking sick of it at one point.
That was a good house.
That's all I ever get.
So wait. Do you think that's why she buys you Iowa State stuff every year for Christmas and your birthday? It's like payback for all the Campbells.
I'm sure it is.
That kitchen was the best for like group holidays.
It was. Okay, so here is the 4-season porch.
Wow, that's huge. Carpet.
That is the exact same carpet that Grandpa.
Is it?
Yes,
That's awful.
because I remember that carpet. And look, Caitlin, there's your little playhouse.
Oh, I hope there's pictures of it. I'm sure there is.
There's got to be back there.
Probably not.
So this was Grandma's room because they had separate bedrooms.
Was her carpet pink?
I don't remember.
Mm.
I don't know.
I really don't remember going up to the bedrooms very much in that house.
I used to sit in Grandpa's office all the time. So this is the basement. This is all finished. This was not done before. It was all unfinished down there. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, because I don't even remember a basement in that house.
A sauna down here.
Does that look familiar? That unfinished part right there? No, the unfinished part right there.
Yeah, up here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole basement was unfinished. Oh, so they put a deck outside of this
that's nice.
Porch. There's your little playhouse.
There's a little playhouse. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I would do anything for this
There
house.
it is.
I would do anything to live in this house.
There's so this
Not
is
anything.
the front room.
That chair looks pretty creepy there, but
they put marble floors in here, but this was all blue. Remember that?
Yeah.
Jess?
That's the front room.
Yeah. This was all baby blue.
Yeah.
And Grandma had this god awful wallpaper up top, the banner wallpaper up top.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the last photo.
That was a staple back then. That's how you, instead of doing the wall,
go to home.
You can just do the trim.
Click home details on Zillow.
All right, hold on. Where at?
Right there. See home value, owner tools, home details, neighborhood. Click home details.
Okay.
And keep going.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So, man, it sold quite a bit in the last. All right, so 97. Yep,
is
Dad
when bought it.
Grandpa bought it for $132,000.
Wow.
Can you imagine that? And now he bought this house because he knew it was going to be worth a lot of money, and he figured once he retired, he'd be able to sell it, and him and Grandma would be able to retire based off what he was going to sell this house for.
But why did he sell it in 2003?
Because we lost the business, and he had to file bankruptcy on the business closed
because of
he wasn't working, right? And the housing market started to take a shit right around that time. So house prices were terrible then. So he only made $60,000, and you know what he did with that money? That's what he bought the trailer with.
I remember that big auction we had out there.
The auction. We had a big auction, and they sold everything in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That makes me sad. That makes me really
sad. It was sad. So then look what the guy who bought it for made, over $200,000 on it.
Yeah. Well, look, but it's so hard to sell in 2020. Look at that.
Yeah, people were trying to sell it. Yep.
But it finally sold for $359,000, which is $20,000 less than I think he started. Asking for.
Yep.
But still, wow.
Took him 5 months to sell it.
Yeah, in 2020, that's insane to me because houses were flying off.
Yeah, they were flying off the shelves. Yep.
It was hard to find a house.
I totally forgot about this house.
Well, I don't really have much memory of the inside, so it's kind of surreal seeing that playhouse.
I'll bet.
Why, you lived in the playhouse?
I just have a few memories from the playhouse. I mean, I would have been 3 or 4 when they got the trailer.
Yeah.
427. Let's see. Let's look at this house. 427 Scandia.
It's not looking. It's not typing.
It's typing up here.
Oh.
I think this is the house. Let me look.
Yeah, it's on Zillow.
I know, but I can't remember if this is the house that I'm talking about that we lived in. No, it's down here. It's this house. What is this house here? 440. So let's look at this house. This house, Jess, was the house that we lived in when your mom was pregnant with Dusty.
Oh.
That was the house. that your mom got mad because Grandpa said she looked like a fat little tortilla in a yellow dress that she was wearing one day. I'll never forget the time Dad called her that. And
that's where he lived when Mom and Dad started dating too, or
no, because we lived in Lacona, I think, at that time.
Oh, okay.
But when maybe it was you that I remember that your mom was pregnant. That's all I remember. But because this was the house that Dad called her a fat little tortilla.
And that's in Des Moines?
That's in Des Moines. Yep. So let's see if we can find that house on Zillow. So what was that?
440 Scandia.
440 Scandia Avenue.
It's a nice house. That reminds me this house was
the house that I loved when I was a kid.
Was this a split foyer?
Nope.
What was the entryway?
It was kind of
or like 4-level split type.
No, it was you walked in. It was almost like the house that we just looked at. It had a big, huge staircase going up.
Oh. Okay, wait, like the house we looked at in Norwalk? Where you walked in the front door and there was a staircase. Yeah, you loved that house in Norwalk.
Yeah, I loved that house. Here it is. All right, 439. This is it. Yes, I loved this house. When I was a kid, this was my favorite house. The basement was finished.
How old were you when you lived in this house?
Let's see. I was going to elementary school. So probably 4th grade.
Mm.
Yeah, so this was the front door and there was the staircase.
We're still on the Google
I'm
Maps.
sorry.
We can't see it.
Let's see. Present. Share screen. Okay, so this was the front door right here. Right here. And this was that staircase.
Okay, wait. I see exactly why you liked that first house we looked at in Norwalk.
Yeah, right? Because it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
This entire floor plan is almost identical to it. This right here, this little opening right here, was where Grandpa put the organ that he played all the fucking time.
In an organ?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I've never told you about the organ before?
No, I didn't know he could play an organ.
The organ?
I don't remember him ever playing it.
Oh, so he bought this organ from this place in the mall, and he played the fucking thing all the time. It was annoying as hell. And he thought he was
he
like
good?
the shit. Well, I mean, it was an organ. It wasn't that hard to play. I mean, it was all mapped out. He had these beginner books that would tell you He played it all the time. And the only thing I ever played it on, one of his books had the Star Wars theme in it, and I would just play that. That would all I'd be. But I remember he wanted me to take piano lessons, and he told my teacher, well, we have an organ at home, so he can just use that. My teacher was like, yeah, no, that's not how that works.
You would think they were the same.
Right?
One has pipes.
This also, we'll give a shout out to Aunt Jackie. This also is the staircase that she loves to tell the story that I ran upstairs to get the belt because Dad was going to beat my ass, and I ran up and got my own belt. Because this was the house I lived in when I called the teacher an asshole on the playground. In my defense, she wouldn't let me play kickball, and she was an asshole. So.
Well.
Okay, so this sold for $162,000. All right. This was the.
I would not like that. Just know where to put your shoes.
Right? You just walk in and boom, there's
just walk in and just everybody just trape the mud upstairs.
And you know what? I don't remember. I don't remember
your case, boom, you walk in and there's an organ. Like,
yeah.
Right. Yeah. I don't remember what we ever put in this front room here. I don't ever remember sitting in this room.
Oh,
over here was the dining room. We had a little dining room table in there.
That's really weird to me that it's not open to anything.
Yeah. Is that just the space over there? There's no oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like get your food in the kitchen and walk clear over here to the table.
So this is the living room, and that dining room is right over here in front of this other window.
That's weird.
Right? And then this hallway. I don't know where
okay.
this is. Yeah, so this is the side door. So if you look at this entryway right here, that's going into that dining room.
Okay, so there is a hallway into that dining room.
And then there's a kitchen here on the left, and then this is the other living room.
Okay.
Oh,
and this is on the back side of that room that I said I don't ever remember what was in there. And that's this room here. And we lived in this room. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That's the bathroom that's off the side. This is the kitchen. Look how tiny that kitchen is.
Yikes.
Yeah, you could put a table there.
Yeah, it's not. We did. We had a table in there, but it was not big. No, that's the room that he slapped me when I told him that I got the word asshole from him after I got just so you know. This had 4 bedrooms upstairs. And one of the bedrooms faced the south. And I remember I could sit in my bedroom and look out the back window, and I could see the back side of the drive-in movie theater. That is where the Menards is on Southeast 14th now.
So you could watch it from behind.
I could watch it from my room. Yep. And that was the first time I got to see boobs because I saw them on the. We're just being honest.
I'm not going to go out in society. I'm going to watch it from my window.
Right.
So wait, so was one of these rooms up here front yours?
Initially,
or
yeah.
The back
initially, this was my room was right up here, and then I can't remember why. I moved to the back corner, and then this is the first house that Grandma and Grandpa had separate bedrooms in. This was Grandpa's bedroom over here. There's a secret to a happy marriage, is what they told me. Oh my God, this thing is still here. I remember playing the dartboard when I was a kid down there. So this had a bar down here. This was my favorite basement. I loved this basement. It's the first house we ever lived in that had a finished basement.
Bar on the weekends.
And it had a bar and a sink.
But it's funny you say that, but the house on Spring in the basement had that little back area that was kind of like a bar, and I loved the house on Spring because of the basement.
Right?
Because it had like a little bar. It was like the best place to play.
And this had a bathroom downstairs in the basement.
Spring. Is that the one you guys on 5th and Spring?
Yeah. Yep.
See, that's my favorite setup. The split foyer, is that what they call it?
No, that's a 4-level split.
Yeah,
that's a 4-level split.
That
split foyer is as soon as you walk in, there's stairs going.
Oh, it goes up and then down.
Okay. Yeah. God, I forgot about this house. This is new. We did not have this fancy gazebo back here. That might be the same fence though. I remember watching Princess. I remember watching Charles and Diana's wedding down here in the basement. So whatever year that was. Okay, let's see. Home details.
Oh, this just sold in 2023.
Sold for $162,000.
Last year?
Yeah.
That's it?
For 4 beds?
Yeah.
Wow.
At one point in 2021, it sold for $210,000. Boy, somebody lost some money on that deal.
Yeah, they did.
That's crazy to me because you can't find a house up here in Madrid for less than like $240,000.
Right. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's look and see. What is this? 439. Let's go on the Polk County Assessors and let's see if we can find out what Grandpa paid for this house.
Mm-hmm. And then we should probably do our first ad break.
That's right. Yes, we should.
We're really good at this.
We're actually not. We're terrible at it. You know what? It only goes back to 1987. So that was before me. Well, in 1987, it sold for $65,000.
When did they?
And then they sold it in 1998 for 111.
So wait, they bought the big house before they sold this one?
Oh, no, this house was when I was in kindergarten. When I was in elementary school.
Oh.
Yeah, so this was the house right before Leach.
Okay, so when did they move out in 87?
No, they moved out.
You would have been 7.
No, I would have been 17. They moved out well before that. I moved to the house on Leach, that little house on Leach.
That's right.
We moved in that house when I was still in elementary school.
But my question is, you were looking on the site. Did it just not go back that far?
1987 is the farthest it goes back.
Oh, okay.
So
interesting.
Yeah, that's the farthest it goes back. So
interesting.
Crazy.
Yeah, I don't remember that house at all.
You don't
but you said that I was pregnant, or Mom was pregnant with one of us, so that makes sense. I wouldn't know it.
Travis, I'm glad Jessica didn't overspin on her curtains.
Hey, I knew somebody was going to say that. Look, there's 2 different ones, so shut it, Travis. I don't do decorating. Mom hasn't put any curtain rods up here.
You're late to the party, Trav. We already looked at 510 Leach. We
got another request, Trav.
Yeah, you got another house request.
Let's look at one of Aunt D's. Let's look at one of Aunt D's house.
Oh God, I couldn't even tell you.
Oh, the one on Dean.
Oh yeah, let's look at that one.
That one was the like.
Why don't we pull up an ad break while you pull up?
Yeah, let's take a break, and I will. Let's actually pay some bills. Let's get a break from our great friends at Revelton Distilling Company, Rob and Christy Taylor, who are gracious enough to sponsor our podcast, but are also sponsoring our March Madness giveaway as well. So with that, we'll be right back.
Why take the best corn in the world and make it into fuel when you could make it into whiskey? That's the question that launched Revelton, Iowa's most visible and fastest growing distillery. Owners Rob and Christy Taylor embrace the grain-to-glass philosophy, sourcing ingredients locally and overseeing on-premises production and bottling at their facility in Osceola. One sip, and you'll agree that Revelton's handcrafted whiskeys, gins, and vodkas are the best you've ever tasted. And with the launch of their rye whiskey, made with 100% Iowa-grown rye and corn, and their new bourbon coming soon, there's more Revelton to love than ever. Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com.
All right, and we are back. All right, I found the house on Dean. It's coming up. Hold on. I got it, Travis. It's just taking a while to come up. 2636 Dean Avenue. Come on. Scrolling. Sorry. Fine. Do it this way. All right. This is the house right here. It's only got one picture. That blows.
That means it's a dump in the inside.
So, yeah, right.
Those are the houses I don't want to buy.
Yeah,
they don't have pictures on the inside.
Okay, so the story on this house, this used to be George.
Well, you could look at the history.
Yeah, I know. Just hold on. I can tell you. I don't need the history. I can tell you. It was a nice house back then. I don't know what it looks like inside right now, Travis. I have no idea. So, but let me bring up this better picture of the outside of the house.
That was my favorite Aunt D house. It was like huge.
We used to drive by one when we would drop Taylor off at Lincoln, and you would say, "Oh, there's."
Oh yeah, that's the one that's on Bell.
Oh, that's Bell. Yeah,
we can find that house too. So this house was actually George Brown's house. Kaylee, you know who George Brown is?
Yeah, he's in Arizona.
Right. Oh. So, and then he rented the house to Dee, and Dee lived there for a while. It's Carol's house now. I didn't realize that. One of her sons lived there.
I thought they had sold it.
No, it's still in the family, I guess. So, but that's the house. Yep. And you know what, Caitlin? This is actually right around the corner from where Heather and Erica lived.
Oh, yeah.
Over by the fairgrounds. So.
Oh, I probably drive by it when I go because I go sometimes to the district building on Dean Avenue.
Oh, yep. Yeah. This is actually right down the street from Willard that Stacy taught at. So, yeah. And then I think.
Did you pull up the better picture?
Oh my God. Look, the trampoline's still there, Trav, that you
Can you pull up the pictures?
He still parks there on the fair. No, it will not. There's only one photo on Zillow, and it's the outdoor photo.
Oh, I just didn't know. Like you said something about a trampoline.
Yeah,
I didn't know
I
what
did.
you were looking at.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't add it to the stage. Here we go. Right here.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't remember this up here, though. Did they put an apartment up there?
Oh, there was an apartment up there. I mean, technically,
there was a whole nother house up there. Yeah, but you didn't. There was an outdoor.
I don't remember there being an entry there either.
There wasn't an entry there. Yeah, but there was a whole nother like they had a small kitchen and stuff like that. So yeah,
like a mother-in-law suite.
Yeah, kind of. Yep. Crazy. We're just strolling down memory lane.
Literally.
Let's see if we can find. Travis said there was a door up there. I don't remember that. Let's see if we can find the first house that your mom and dad lived in, Jess. I know where it is. I couldn't tell you what the
in Lacona?
Yeah. I couldn't tell you where the what the address
right
is.
Right next to Rosie. But I don't know.
Let's see.
See, that's great. I remember all my addresses.
Well, I wasn't born yet, so and I do not remember all my addresses.
I remember I had.
Let's drop this dude right here. Hold on. I may have it. 2436 Dirt Lane.
It was on the highway in Lacona, I think.
No, I got it. Right here. This is the first house you
right north of Rudy's.
Yep, I found it. Hold on. That's the wrong button. Present. Share.
But you're right, Travis. When I think of when my parents, before I was born, I think of like shacks. They lived in shacks and stuff like that.
What?
When you guys talk about when you were growing up in Grandpa's old house or whatever, I just automatically think some shack with a lean-to, like.
You guys lived in a really big house at one point outside somewhere. You lived in a big house out in the country.
Yeah.
I can't remember what.
No, I'm just thinking like when you guys talk about when you guys were growing up, I always think, oh, it's so far back.
Or you are, and you're like, oh, they had lived in shacks.
Yes.
On the dirt roads.
And that's the one in Lacona. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because right there's Rudy's right there.
Oh, yep. And I'm not sure if it's even anything anymore.
Let's go down. So Aunt Dee's first house was down here. I think it's gone now.
You know what? We drove through this. I remember.
When I lived beside it, it wasn't. It's gone now.
It used to be right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember this guy.
I lived in that house.
I just remember this guy had a car that looked like the General Lee. When I was a kid.
I lived there in like 2014.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, it was a shack. Dude, I lived on my room was the porch, the like 4-season porch thing. We didn't live there very long because I had started up at the hospital and it's like an hour and a half drive. So
yeah.
Dad, where's that one house that you we were gonna go look at, but we couldn't get up it in the staying because the road was it had rained and it was dirty and muddy.
Oh, a level B.
Yeah, it was a level B road. I couldn't even tell you where it's at on this map. I couldn't even tell you. I just know that it's out this direction.
It's closer to Milo, wasn't it? Or no?
No, it was. I couldn't even tell you. It's like somewhere around
was
here.
It wait, was it this road right here? Was it that one?
It might be, yeah. But I'm sure it's not going to allow me to go down that road on the map here. Let's look. Nope. Nope, this isn't it. Couldn't tell you. Have no idea.
Darn.
Yeah. Couldn't tell you. Crazy. Yeah, we drove down. Jess, did I tell you we did that one time? I took her down to Lacona in that area, and we drove around trying to find like all the old houses that that we
Everybody lived in.
down there. Yeah. Travis said his dad owned that house till 2016. That's no longer there.
Oh yeah, I think I did know that.
Yeah, we drove down there like in a February, and that was the first house we went to. Was that one that the trailer that Grandpa and Grandma that burned down, and it was kind of muddy, and we were in the Mustang, and it said it was a level B road, and I was like, I don't think we'll go down there in this car.
I think you told me a story about how like Grandpa got so mad he like threw a cast iron or something.
Oh yeah, that's I vividly remember.
Grandma was so
okay.
so
So
mad at him and...
all right, so here's what happened. So I don't remember what the fight was about. I have no idea. All I remember was, and if Dee or Jackie or Kim are listening, they would know. They would remember better. But Dad was down at their friend Sonny and Danny's house, and they were drinking, and him and Mom got in an argument. And I think one of the girls snuck down and stole his keys because it was around the corner, right? So it was down the level B road and then around the corner. So it wasn't like miles away. It was like less than a mile away. Anyways,
like one of your sisters stole his keys.
Yeah. So, and then I don't know. In any event, they put trash cans in the driveway, and he barreled through the trash cans in the car. And I just remember there was a drag out fight. And all I remember was at one point, Dad threw a skillet and it stuck in the closet door. And it was stuck in there for like, all you saw was half the skillet and the handle sticking out of the closet door. So Travis said he sold it back in 86, but the lady never transferred ownership and she died in the 90s. And he still owned the house and he never knew it. That's crazy. Well, he got the money and the house then. So there you go. Oh, man. We should. God, I kind of missed just some of those old houses. Those were fun.
Yeah.
See, if Nick was here, then we could be talking about all the houses that he lived in.
What houses did he live in?
I couldn't even tell you how to get down there.
That's the only one I remember. The one we called that was down in Bogus.
Yeah, that big, huge Victorian house.
Yeah, that was my favorite. I stole the house key.
Did you really?
That.
Yeah, because it was a skeleton key, and I collected those. They found out it was me, of course, because they all knew it was like missing because Jess stole it. But I didn't realize it was the house key.
Was it in Bogus or Batavia? I thought it was in Batavia.
Oh, I always remember Bogus. I don't know. Aunt Jackie would know.
I'll text her, see if I get an answer in time for we can look it up.
Why don't we do we have another ad? Since we're talking about houses, I'm sure Wintrust Mortgage can let us know more about that.
There you go.
Take it. Are you in the market for a new house and unsure of the mortgage process? Want to know that you have someone looking out for you? Kyle Lehman from Wintrust Mortgage is a down-to-earth, knowledgeable lender who can be there for you in your corner. He can work with you in any of the 50 states and is just what you need to expand your home search. Kyle will work with you through the entire process with little to no work from you. Take the worry of the mortgage process out of the equation so that you can focus on looking for your dream home. Contact Kyle at www.wintrust.com/Kyle-Lehman or call him at 515-473-0546.
Okay. I don't know how Travis knows all this. There we go. Jackie is actually, it was Abington and called Bogus later on because some farmer was making. Shut up.
I knew it was something about counterfeit money.
Shut up. Caitlin, are you there? Did we lose you? I think we lost Caitlin. She'll come back. Okay. I just texted Jackie, and then she hopped on and gave us the answer. So now I got to look. Abington, Iowa.
See, I didn't even know it as Abington. I didn't
either.
It as Bogus.
I didn't either. That's crazy.
But I will tell you that when we went down there one time, Mom and Dad were lost, and I was like sleeping in the back seat, and I popped up, we got to turn there, and I knew where we were going, and they didn't. I'd been sleeping the whole time.
Tracy and I drove down there one time. We were going to go down in the winter, and we had my Camaro. And I'm going to take Caitlin off here until she comes back. And then, there we go. Here she is.
Sorry.
You got
I don't know. Did you see Jackie's comment?
Yeah, that some farmer counterfeit money.
Yeah. I so got to find out this story. So I just remember driving down to that house. It was your mom and I, Caitlin, were driving down there one time to go spend. This was before we had kids, before we got married. We went, and it was Super Bowl time. I was going down to watch Super Bowl with Phil, and it was snowing so bad, and we had the Camaro, and we got to Oskaloosa, and there was this crappy little motel outside of Oskaloosa that I pulled in, and we stopped at, and I paid for a night because I couldn't drive. And Jackie was like, "You're not fucking staying in that motel." So her and Phil drove all the way to Oskaloosa to pick us up and drove us back home. She was not going to let me stay in that crappy motel in Oskaloosa. She's like, "I don't even care." I think it was like $30. She's like, "I'll give you $30. You're not staying there."
Cash only.
Right. Yeah, it was a cash only motel. It definitely was. That's right.
Oh, I guess they probably did have cards.
We lived in Libertyville before. That's right. I remember the Libertyville house because I remember one night Phil and I and somebody else were sitting out in the backyard shooting bats as they fly out of the house. Like when it would start to get dark, you could see like just the skyline. So if you saw them, you could shoot them. We shot them with shotguns. I remember that. That was so much fun. I forgot about that house. I guess I thought it was the same house. But
did you
$100 a month
of these houses?
I wouldn't have the address, and I doubt that they're on.
Jackie, Aunt Jackie, do you remember the addresses?
Let's see if we can bring these houses up on Zillow.
Let's see what they look like now if they're there.
I made Phil move the kids downstairs for bedrooms. Why? Because the bats were a problem? That's no fun.
Let's while we're waiting for addresses, let's tell our fun bat story on Spring.
I don't remember that story.
You don't remember? We had bats on the house on Spring.
We did? I don't remember.
Yes.
That.
Well, one time you told me that it was when you and Tracy were still together, and there was one in the closet, and she was waking you up like, "I think there's something in the closet," and you're like, "There's nothing." And she like opened the closet and it flew out, and you like catch it in a pillow, like trying to catch it in a pillowcase or something. You told me this story.
Oh my God.
He probably made it up.
I found that house on Zillow. Oh yeah, this is it. Hold on. This was a cool house that they lived in. Look at this old house.
Yeah. That's the house I remember the most.
Yeah, I do too. Yep. We had a lot of Christmases in that house.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yep. And I think over here to the right, see this right over here? Maybe you can see this photo. There's the garage. But there's it right over here.
There used to be a barn. Then there used to be a big barn back there.
A barn. Yep. But right there, I think was like, I think this house had like a wood burning stove. So we would load wood down there and toss wood down there, and Phil would it had a wood burning stove. So we took all the snowmobiles and the kiddie pool, and I was stuck with a ski mask that must have been used to wrap fish up with and forced in the back of the kiddie pool. So I was in a fish mask with snow getting kicked in my face. So it's fun. We had fun. Unfortunate accident with the barn.
What happened to the barn?
Well,
yeah, it's still painted the color I painted it 25 years ago.
Somebody burned it down.
It was a wood shoot. The barn.
Yeah.
One of the
burned
kids.
It down?
Who was it? Travis.
Was it Travis? Was it Nick and Travis?
It might have happened a weekend we were all there, maybe. But I thought it was Rudy or Nick. I don't remember.
It caught fire mysteriously. Now I need to know.
Okay, now we need to know. It's past the statute.
Travis was
25
there.
years. 25 years, the statutes of limitations are up.
Let's Travis call in. Tell us your story.
Yeah. No, we weren't there. He's lying. Now he's trying to backtrack. I don't know. Phil, here we go. I got it. Phil started to burn the grass off, and then later that night, the barn burned down. I think I do remember that story now. I think I do remember that story. We spent
family and fires.
We spent a lot of Christmases in this house. This was the house.
I wish I could see what it's like on the inside. I bet it's beautiful.
I bet Jackie's probably got some photos that we could find at some point.
There's probably videos of Christmases.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we gotta find all that. I would love to be able to make we should make like some type of cloud of family where we could just share our videos and stuff like that and upload old home videos, and that would be nice.
Well, we would, but Grandpa had 18 different camcorders, so
well, Costco can figure it out, I'm sure.
Nick got hit with skunk spray at that house. That was the house that I was convinced one year that I was getting golf clubs for Christmas. And before we went down there, I saw Grandma carry in a brand new golf bag in that house on Leech. And I was convinced that
those were yours,
that those were mine, that golf bag was mine. So when we went down there and Uncle Mike unwrapped that fucking golf bag for him for Christmas, and I was pissed. I was so pissed that we drove all the way home. Oh, and I'm opening presents, and they're like golf gloves and golf balls and tees. And I'm like, what the fuck? And Mom was like, well, I figured when you go play golf with Mike, then you'd have all this stuff. Yeah, with what? What do you want me to fucking hit it with? I said. I was pissed all the way home, and we got home.
You share with Mike.
There was a brand new set of golf clubs in the kitchen waiting for me. So
it's not the first time you've done that on Christmas.
No, it's not. It's not. Jake the Snake lived in the basement of the house on Leech. What?
Who's Jake the Snake?
I don't know. The boys set the tree out front on fire trying to smoke out raccoons.
What? Which
what
boys?
Is wrong with us?
Probably Nick and Rudy.
The video I have has all the pics of the inside of the house. I have full videos. Okay, well, we're going to need those for the next episode.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get those transcribed. We're going to have to put those in the next episode.
I know. We should have
6 hours of video.
I have no idea, but we have 116 people watching this absolute shit show that we got going on here.
I know. I mean, we
don't have 100, right? Yeah, it was Nick and Rudy.
We should just have a family viewing party of old videos and pictures and stuff.
Oh my God, that would be so much fun.
Yes, it would. It would be so fun. Think of all the stories that would come from it.
Right?
Probably things you don't even remember.
Jake the Snake. Jake the Snake, is that actually a snake? Because I remember camping out back of Leech once, and we were in like a screen house, not a tent. We decided to sleep in a screen house or something, and there was a snake in there when we went to lay down. Like, I never wanted to camp out there again.
So wait, I'm gonna need this video of Dad getting these golf clubs and him looking just.
Grandpa used to tell me that all the time, so I bought a fake snake to show Grandpa, and I didn't know he was definitely afraid of him. Oh, dude, he was absolutely terrified. I'd never forget one time coming home from school, and
didn't somebody put one in a mailbox or something?
No, it was So Merlin's dad lived around the corner from us when we lived outside of Milo. And I came home from school one day, and Dad was inside the house at the sliding glass door screaming at him to get it the fuck off the deck. And he had found this big, huge bull snake in the back of the machine shed. This snake had to be 7 or 8 feet long. And it was just a big bull snake. It just ate mice all day long, but it was sitting in the back. I'll never forget that. Dusty, Mike, and Phil and their mullets. Grandma thought it was the funniest shit. I'm not gonna lie. Snakes. me and Grandpa are right there on snakes. Screw those things. I want no.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not into snakes. Okay, so see, this is what this show was all supposed to be about, was these funny stories and whatever else. And of course, Lindsay bailed. Travis has to work, and Nick had better
I thought
things to
Travis
do.
was off. Oh, he was off last Sunday when we forgot.
Yeah. So.
Or no. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Well, then we'll just find a weekday night to do this so that everybody can be on here and we can continue to tell stories.
That's what we tried on the 13th, but everybody was working.
I'm pretty sure that was Travis's fault. So.
We'll blame it on.
That's right. We'll blame it on Travis. That's right. Hold on. Wait a minute. What about the night Merlin blew up the pantry with a shotgun trying? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mom found a bunch of rats in the pantry at that same house that Merlin's dad found the snake. And he like tried to shoot him with a shotgun in the house. No, Travis, we're not telling that story. We're not telling that story.
Oh, please tell me this story.
I may or may not have painted the entire basement of the house on Leech in maroon and gold Lincoln High School colors in my bedroom. So, can I say? That's probably why I didn't have any girls down there. All right.
That was
my reason.
That's the reason why. Exactly. Exactly. Shot all the canned goods and flour, blew the whole pantry apart. See, this is the storage we need. All right. Well, first of all, I'm going to have to get this video from Jackie so I can get it converted so we can watch that. I'm pretty sure there's a video somewhere of the snowmobile stuff too. So,
gosh,
man,
sure you guys used to have so much fun. And then I came into the family and everybody's like, okay, bye.
Well, and everybody started to hate each other. So,
no.
So, that's what this pod's about. Now we're telling stories. So, all right, I'm going to get off here. I got to eat dinner before my next pod. So, I appreciate everybody listening. This was fun. See, it's much more fun when everybody comes on.
Yeah.
And tells the story. Travis, you know what, Travis? If you want to tell a story, get the fuck on the pod.
Come on. Yeah.
I don't know what the mudslide means. I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even want to know what it means.
Something at Jackie's house with a mudslide. So, next week we'll have everybody on. We should just call this the Cousins Pod. We're just changing the name of this.
Yeah.
Cousins Pod. That's what we should do. Just tell stories all the time. So
we should call it
I'm not changing the name. That's too much work. I'm not making any graphic shapes. So I'll add an asterisk on there. So
asterisk.
And maybe cousins, like father, like daughter, and maybe some cousins.
And maybe some cousins. Whoever's not too busy. So. All right, everybody. All right. Quit commenting. I'm trying to end the fucking show, Travis. Quit.
All right.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. We're
You
out of
too.
Here.
Bye.